Timing gear after having soaked in CLR for probably half hour, 45 minutes. You can see how it's almost down to bare metal now. There's still a little bit of grimy stuff on there. I might try and get off with a razor blade or triple-aught steel wool. I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave it. But I mean, it's pretty much down to bare metal now, the color of the metal as it was when it was put together. That stuff does a good job, but I need to get some oil on it right away. Show you some of the parts that I've cleaned up. I didn't take video of me cleaning them because it's kind of a mundane task, but wanted to show you the results of some of the cleaning. Like I said, with the stainless steel or the hardened steel, all the steel parts, all soaked them in CLR for as long as it takes to get that rust coat off. And you can see this crankshaft basically looks brand new. I'll also go over it with triple-aught steel wool just to make sure there's no other residue or anything on there, so that when I get new bearings they'll just slide right on. But I mean, that crankshaft looks brand new. I think I showed you quickly before the piston. This piston just looks like it has very little wear on it at all. Nice smooth operation. Obviously this is an aluminum piece. I did not put it in CLR. Here's the front housing that houses the front and rear bearings. It's all cleaned up now and nice and ready to accept a new set of bearings. No CLR on this, just some LA's Totally Awesome cleaner, an old toothbrush, some elbow grease, and a rag. Here's the back case with the timing gear. That timing gear looks nice and clean. The tappets in here are perfectly clean. I've already got them reassembled. Here's that rear screw and the bearing, and all of this stuff rotates very, very nicely, so I'm not going to bother with replacing those bearings. Inside the main part of the crankcase, you've got this this wheel that engages. It's got a groove here that engages the crankshaft that's sets the timing. It's also on another bearing and gear here, which is what engages in this when they're together. This is held in place by just a standard metric screw. Can be a real bear to get out. I was lucky enough to get it broken loose so I could get it out. This piece here was brown, basically. I don't know if it was just carbon buildup or a coating, a layer of rust, but since it's steel, I did soak it in the CLR and then went over it with a triple-aught or quadruple-aught steel wool and cleaned it up all nice too. The inside of the crankcase was just black with caster or fuel residue, and it's pretty darn clean now. I'm not going to do any more work in there. It looks good enough. And obviously I did nothing with the cylinder because it's nice and brand new also. That's what the results of some of the work I did cleaning these parts up. Obviously I'll probably do a little bit of assembly work that I'll videotape, but I'm waiting for bearings for the front bell before I can actually finish putting the engine back together.